So let's launch a few more instances for our different components. So next, what we want to do is we want to launch the ADFS server. So let's do that. So launch instances, and we want to launch our ADFS server. So same thing, we just put Windows. We can put it 2016 base, and keypad name, same. And the network settings, let's do some adjustment. So we'll use this. We'll put in the private subnet, and yes, disable. We do not want any public IP. So security group, we just put ADFS, we create a new one. So this one is also ADFS. So let's take a look at what exactly the ports we need. Right. So Microsoft has some documentations in regards to what kind of ports that is required in this whole setup deployment. So as you can see here, ADFS, we actually need a HTTPS connection. And also, one more thing to take note is that for the ADFS and web application proxy with the Azure AD Connect server, we actually need another port, which is 5985. So in this case, we'll just open 80, port 80, port 443, and 5985, the Windows remote management. So for configuration and troubleshooting purposes. So let's do that. So because we also need to RTP in to do some configuration, so we just leave the RTP port as it is. So actually you can actually set the IP of your based host. So let's but in this case we can just put anywhere first. So security group, we just add one more rule. So in this case is the HTTP and anywhere. Add one more rule, which is HTTPS. Same thing, anywhere. One more, which is the Windows Remote Management Protocol, or HTTP. So let's do that. And anywhere. So once we have that, we just launch instances. Okay, so we are done. So let's refresh. So ADFS is done. Next, we want to launch an instance for our web application proxy. So let's do that as well. So we just give you a name. So we just put WAP, put Windows, just put 2016 base. So just put t2.micro. This one, same, just the network settings. So in this case, we want to put in the public subnet because, well, we need people to actually access to the proxy server. So in this case, we need to enable public IP. So we need to create a security group. So we just put WAP, SG. So same thing. We just leave the RTP port as it is. Then we add 80, port 80, 443, and 5985. We just remove right now. So we just and we are done. Launch instance. And lastly, we need the AD Connect server as well, which allows you to sync data from the Microsoft Entra ID to the AD. So let's do that. So in this case, we also do not want you to expose the internet, so we just put in a private subnet. So no assignment of public IP. Create security group. Okay, I think we are done. So we just launch instance. Okay, so we are done. So we just launch instance. So what we need to do next is to set it all up in the remote desktop connection manager. So let's do that. So you come here, we'll do the same for all. So I will not bore you with that. I will just go ahead and set it up. Okay, so I think we are more or less set up. So let's connect to each one of them just to make sure everything is working correctly. Alright, so we are able to connect to the AD Connect server. So let's take a look at the ADFS server. So next, WAP. Alright, cool. So it seems like everything is set up correctly. We are able to access all of them. So in the next video, we'll be going through step by step how we actually configure each component and how it's connected with one another. So I will see you in the next video.